655,000 Iraqi civilians are dead. Who are the terrorists?
Who are the terrorists?
655 Iraqis. I'm saying you have to look from the... We invaded...
Wait, who are you calling terrorists?
I'm saying that if you were in Iraq and another country, the United States, the richest in the world, invaded your country and killed 655,000 of your citizens, what would you call us?
Are we killing their citizens, or are their people also killing their citizens?
We are invading a sovereign nation and occupying a country against the UN.
That's why we've had 3,400 of our men. Wait a minute, 3,400 of our American boys have been killed, and girls also.
Absolutely, they have. It's the most devastating thing to hear.
So all we're saying is rethink policy so that we can stop this. That's all I am saying today.
We should absolutely be thinking about policy.
That's all.
What is his plan? I want to know, what is his plan then to keep us safe? What is his plan? Because I hear a lot of this.
He's believing in non-interventionism. We'll have to talk to him to see what his plan is.
See how good,
but
see how good that
Giuliani to grandstand. And I'll tell you something else. After that Republican debate, Fox News did a poll, and Ron Paul got a higher percentage than Rudy Giuliani. So the conservatives out there who are watching are listening to this man.
You know why?
So let's not take for granted that there is one side or another.
The vast majority of Americans no longer are falling for the trick of the bad terrorists who are out there to get us.
I'm not a fool, and I'm not an American who's falling for a trick that people are terrorists. I don't believe everyone in a foreign nation is a terrorist. But I'm saying there are people who believe that if you use that word, you're a fool, you're brainwashed, you're not informed. Okay? I believe that there are certain people that are terrorists. Okay?
Where should we get them back, though? Where should we get them? In a country? In other words, it seems like to me that it's a police action. There are terrorists all over the place.
Yes, they are.
Why attack country? But why attack one particular country when they're here, they're here, they're here, they're here? What's the point? I don't get the group.
I'm saying decides when and where.
That's what I'm talking about. Policy change. Don't just. What's the point of attacking a country? I don't get it.
And I agree with you. It is difficult to have policy against terrorism, global terrorism, because it is everywhere and it's unseen and it's invisible until it attacks.
And then it gives the leaders the authority to do whatever they want, whenever they want, because of this invisible, hard-to-find force field of terror.
Do you not believe in terrorism?
I believe, Elizabeth, that 6,000 dead Americans from 9/11 and from this war is a lot less than 655,000 dead Iraqis.
Do you believe in terrorism?
I believe every human life is equal.
Do you believe in terrorism?
I believe there is state-sponsored terrorism. Yes. I believe there's government-sponsored terrorism by every nation in the world, including ours.
We host our own terrorists here. Maybe we do.
I don't think we host them, but Elizabeth.
But do you think we should be held accountable? Do you think the United States should be held accountable at all for supporting totalitarian regimes in the Middle East that we have been doing? The Shah of Iran, Saudi Arabia, all these countries.
For arming them. You're not saying those things are ever been overlooked.
That's policy. That's my point. I'm not going to say that word again.
Yeah, and I think
Joy's terrorists. Okay, they
made the point though is that in the middle of all the planning for the attacking, make sure that there's planning.
She said policy should always be reevaluated. That was my point. You made it. Thank you.
Always should. But there are terrorists.
And I still love her for taking the boogers out of my nose.
And just remember, I only have 5 more weeks. We'll be right back with more Hot Topics.
That might not have been the easiest clip to get through, but I like YouTube because you can get to the meat and potatoes of what you want to get to. I don't have to sit through all the view shows to see the one part of Ron Paul when they're talking about Ron Paul, and then I can just go to YouTube and see the part that I want to see and present it to you on the show. So I really I love YouTube for that reason. It really makes it easier to do this, and I think that clip was really important because it took, just to say this, I don't agree with everything that Rosie O'Donnell says, so you don't have to think that, but Joy Behar, I think is her name, she brought up that it's not just because of our lifestyles, it's because of our policy. And it took, that clip is about 10 minutes long, took about 10 minutes for, I believe her name is Elizabeth Hasselback, to basically agree with Joy. At the end of the clip, she was agreeing with her that policy always needs to be reevaluated, and that's a large part, basically the main part of what Ron Paul's message is. He wants us to reevaluate our policy concerning the Middle East And a lot of people are supporting him in what he's trying to do in changing this policy. And I wanted to show, you know, some women talking about Ron Paul because I think there is a stigma out there that it's mostly men that are in favor of Ron Paul becoming president because he is pro-life, but he wants to leave it up to the states to decide if they want abortion to be illegal. And he is, I think it's important because for women to vote for a pro-life Republican candidate, it really speaks to their convictions that they believe in his principles. I think that's really important to recognize.